Dump trucks share the road with all types of vehicles. They are big, can be slow going uphill, and difficult for cars to pass. But when it comes to building roads, highways, dams, malls, housing, or just about everything else, the dump trucks you operate are indispensable. Whether you are a rookie driver or a veteran with many years under your belt, please watch, listen, and learn. There are a few basics to cover before getting behind the wheel. Arrive at work well rested and ready for a day on the road. It's an employer's job to train employees on safe operating procedures, but even the best safety training can't keep you safe if you don't use it. It's a good idea to do a few simple stretching exercises before beginning a shift. Back exercises are especially important since a driver's back can tighten up from sitting for extended periods of time. The sedentary nature of the job can leave your muscles stiff, which increases the risk of overexertion and strains. These can occur when doing simple things like climbing in or out of the truck and reaching or turning while in the cab. As a driver of a large and heavy rig, a little mistake can have tragic consequences. You need to be healthy, focused, and alert when you are behind the wheel. California law has zero tolerance for drivers found to be under the influence of drugs or alcohol. They have no place on the road or on the job. This includes any prescription drug that may impair a person's awareness or ability to function normally. If there is any uncertainty about a prescription drug's side effects, a doctor should be consulted. If you are caught behind the wheel under the influence, it can lead to the loss of insurance, driver's license, and your job. In case of any kind of an accident or even a near miss, report it to a supervisor without delay. Incident reports must be completed for any work-related accident. Always remember, fraudulent reporting of workplace accidents or injuries is a felony crime, punishable with fines, restitution, and/or jail time. Fraud is not worth it and will not be tolerated. At the start of the day, you need to conduct a complete walk-around inspection, do another check midday, and a final check at the end of each day. These checks are to make sure that the essential safety systems are working correctly. Your company mechanic's job is to keep your truck in good repair. You need to continually review the truck's condition for potential issues. Look for any fluid seepage or spots from the oil, fuel, or hydraulic systems. Check all tires for cuts, punctures, or excessive tread wear. Some drivers like to thump the tires to verify correct tire pressure. Check for air leaks and chafed or cracked air lines, which could cause leaking. Test and check the brake lights, running lights, headlights, and turn signals. Make sure that the backup warning system is functioning. Test the flashing warning lights, especially if you plan to drive on the roads or highways at night or in bad weather. All lights must be in working condition at all times. Notify your supervisor or mechanic immediately about any potential problems with your equipment.
I'm leaking air out of this glad hand.
Well, that's no good. We'll have to get that fixed before you leave. What do you think?
Yep.
Better get a mechanic over here and check it out.
Any truck that is being repaired should be properly locked out using the lockout-tagout procedures. This prevents anyone who is not aware that a rig is being repaired from starting it up and causing an injury. A rest stop inspection is another opportunity for you to check that all systems are functioning correctly. It also gives you a break from the routine of driving and is a good time to get in a few stretching exercises. Once your inspection of the truck is done, you are ready to climb into the cab. Always use the 3 points of contact system when climbing into or out of the cab. This means that at all times you must have either 2 hands and a foot or 2 feet and a hand in firm contact with the steps, ladders, and handrails when entering or exiting the vehicle. Once in the cab, you should adjust your mirrors for vision, seats for comfort, and buckle up for safety. Most newer dump trucks have some sort of automatic tarping system that can be controlled from inside the cab. When tarping, be sure you are on level ground and clear of any overhead power lines. If you are hauling asphalt or any material that can be considered hazardous, you must have in the cab an MSDS, otherwise known as a Material Safety Data Sheet. The MSDS provides important information on handling the specific material and what to do in case of an emergency. Note that asphalt is often carried very hot, up to 300 degrees. When working around this material, always wear your gloves and eye protection. For cleaning off the asphalt, a solution is used that may irritate the eyes and skin. In this case, an MSDS for both the asphalt and the cleaning solution is necessary. Note that the EPA has determined that it is illegal to use diesel fuel as a release agent. Never drive with your load peaked or with the top of the load material visible above the sides of your truck's bed. The load needs to be at least 6 inches below the top of the truck's bed, or you will be subject to a stiff fine from state or local police agencies.